Naruto is Japanese manga created and illustrated by Masashi Kishimoto, which was serialized in a weekly magazine called Shonen Jump, from 1999 to 2014, with 700 episodes. This manga is about a life of a ninja, Naruto Uzumaki, from being a young apprentice to finally becoming the most powerful ninja master called the Hokage in his village. The story begins with a dropout ninja kid who strives to be accepted as good enough, but keeps failing. Everybody around him gives up on him, and thinks that he will not amount to anything. However, Naruto has a big secret for his success, but he does not know it himself. The secret is that he has a powerful monster nine-tailed fox named Kurama, sealed inside his body by his father when he was a newborn baby. After finding out the secret, he tries to talk and befriend with Kurama, thinking that if he can unleash and control the power of Kurama, he can be unbeatable. Kurama and Naruto slowly get along, and he finally succeeds to gain control of Kurama, and becomes the Hokage. This manga may be the pinnacle of bringing a traditional Japanese niche market material, ninja, into a worldwide recognition, by using the eye-catching, exciting stories and art. Naruto has sold more than 250 million copies worldwide. Dragon Ball is a Japanese manga created and illustrated by Akira Toriyama, which was serialized in a weekly magazine called Shonen Jump, from 1984 to 1995, with the 519 episodes. The story is about the adventurous life of the protagonist, Son Goku, and his friends in a journey to collect 7 magical orbs called the Dragon Ball. When all 7 orbs are collected, any one wish is granted by a godlike dragon. Over the course of the series, the main plot shifts from collecting the 7 Dragon Balls to fighting new enemies one after another, including space aliens and androids. And stories start to follow the same pattern, which is, new enemy appears, Goku loses, he trains further, and wins the battle. Then, a next enemy appears, but is stronger than the last, so he attains even further training, and wins the battle. This pattern goes on until the author, Akira Toriyama, grew really exhausted and felt that he needed a break from drawing. The series ended after 11-year run. Dragon Ball was so popular that the weekly magazine, Shonen Jump, which Dragon Ball was serialized on, hit the record number of weekly copies of 6.53 million copies in Japan alone, and kept similar numbers for a while. It is still one of the most popular manga in the world. Almost 30 years after the serialization ended, new materials such as movies, TV animation series, spin-offs, arcade and video games are still being made on a regular basis. This manga has sold more than 260 million copies globally. This manga is the longest series ever written in the 64 years of history of the weekly Shonen Sunday magazine. The story begins when a high school detective, Shinichi Kudo, witnesses a crime and follows the case, but he gets ambushed and is captured by the criminals. They try to kill him with a poison they created. However, he survives, but his body is transformed into what seems to be a first grader, due to the poison's irregular effect. Since then, he calls himself Conan Edogawa. Edogawa is taken from the world-famous Edgar Allan Poe, who wrote many mystery stories, and Edogawa and Edgar sound alike. While he keeps trying to find a solution to turn him back to his old self, he works with the police to solve crimes with his famous line, "The appearance of a child and the intellect of an adult, the name is Detective Conan." The manga expanded to a wide range of materials including more than 20 movies, 4 live-action dramas on TV, several video games and toys. It has even influenced the local government in the prefecture where the author was born. They nicknamed one of their 2 local airports the Conan Airport. The series is still going, and so far more than 270 million copies were sold. Golgo 13 is a Japanese manga series created and written by Takao Saito. It was serialized in 1968 on a magazine targeted to young adult audience, called Big Comic, and is still going even though the author died in 2021 at the age of 84. The publication company announced that the manga will continue its publication, because that was the author's will. Golgo 13 is the oldest manga still in publication, and its latest comic book was certified by Guinness World Records as the highest number of volumes for a manga series. The story is about a very quiet Asian-looking professional assassin for hire, whose identity is unknown and who goes by a codename Golgo 13. He accepts many different assassination jobs, from anyone who can afford his services. The name, Golgo 13, is a reference to the death of Jesus Christ. Golgo is short for Golgotha, the place of Jesus' crucifixion, while the number 13 is considered an unlucky number. What is surprising is that during the 50-year run on a weekly magazine, Takao Saito has not missed a single episode, and just kept writing until his death. This manga may not be as popular as the others in this list, but more than 300 million copies were sold so far in the world. One Piece is Japanese manga created and illustrated by Eiichiro Oda, which was serialized in a weekly magazine called Shonen Jump in 1997, and still going strong with more than 1,000 episodes. The story follows the adventures of a young man named Monkey D. Luffy, a young pirate who unintentionally eats a fruit called a devil fruit, which turns him into a rubber man and becomes unable to swim, because of the fruit's side effect. He ships out on a journey to find the mythical treasure known as the One Piece, hidden somewhere in the world, by former king of the pirates, Goldie Roger. It is said that whoever finds the One Piece, will become the next king of the pirates. During the journey he recruits pirate members and battles whoever stands in his way, including rival pirates, villains, and even navy generals. As of 2023, it had over 517 million copies in circulation in 61 countries and regions worldwide, making it the best-selling manga series in history, and the best-selling comic series printed in book volume.